Who am I? A monster?
Give me the money.
Please open up.
What's the problem?
You're accessory to murder. Come with us.
I didn't do none.
This movie is a Steve Harmon film.
Who am I? What am I going to do?
Yo, Harmon, you gonna eat something? Come on and eat your breakfast. Man, I'll take your eggs if you don't want them. You want them?
I'm not hungry.
His trial starts today. He's up for the big one. I know how that feels.
How are you doing?
I'm alright. How's Mom doing?
She's struggling. It's hard on all of us. I know it's hard on you.
I'll be okay.
Steve, it's gonna be alright. Too. It'll be alright. Son, it's all going to be alright, right? You're going to be home again, and it's going to be alright too.
This wasn't necessary.
They just like to show that they're in charge. How do you think the trial's going?
It could be going better.
What's wrong?
Well, frankly, nothing's happening that speaks to your being innocent. Half of those jurors, no matter what they said, were when we questioned them when we picked the jury. They believe you were guilty the moment they laid eyes on you. You're young, you're black, and you're on trial. What else does anybody need to know?
I thought you were supposed to be innocent until proven guilty.
That's true, but in reality it depends on how the jury sees you in cases. If they see it as a contest between the defense and the prosecution as to who's lying, they'll vote for the prosecution. The prosecutor walks around looking very important. No one is accusing her of being a bad person. They're accusing you of being a monster. The jury can ask itself, why should the prosecutor lie? Our job is to show that she's not lying, but it's simply made a mistake. How are you feeling? Is your stomach still upset?
A little better.
This afternoon, we have an important witness scheduled. This is Osvaldo Cruz's character. What do you know about him?
What school you go to?
He goes to that stupid school. All they learn there is how to be stupid.
You gonna let him diss you like that, man?
Oh, he don't have no choice. He messed with me and the Diablos will burn him up. Ain't that right, stupid?
I can kick your narrow butt any day in the week.
Well, here it is, so why don't you come and kick it?
You better chill. He hangs with some bad dudes.
He don't hang with nobody. He's just a lame looking for a name. Ain't that right, Steve?
Why don't
Ain't
you
that
shut
right?
up? Why don't you shut up?
Mr. Harmon, did you act as a lookout for the drugstore robbery?
No, I did not.
Mr. Harmon, did you discuss with anyone that you would act as a lookout or that you would check out the store?
No, I did not.
Mr. Harmon, were you in the drugstore owned by Mr. Nesbitt, the victim, on the 22nd of December?
No, I was not.
Are you sure in your mind that you know what a lookout would do?
Yes, I am.
One last question. Were you in any way involved with the crime that we are discussing here?
No, I was not.
Nothing further.
Mr. Harmon, do you explain?
I know him from the neighborhood.
You talk to him much?
Once in a while.
Once in a while? When was the last time you spoke to him before the robbery?
I don't know exactly, but it was during the school year.
Didn't you speak to him in December?
I don't think so, but I might have.
Which is it? You don't think so, or you don't remember?
Both. I mean, I might have spoken to him, but we don't talk about anything important enough to remember.
What do you talk about?
Usually I see him in the playground. Maybe he'd say, those guys can't play ball, stuff like that.
Those guys can't play ball? Did you ever see him play ball?
I don't remember seeing him play ball.
You have trouble remembering what you're seeing?
No, but I've seen a lot of ball games. I watch a lot of ball games.
Are you nervous? Do you want to take a few minutes?
No.
You talk to Bobo sometimes?
Objection, we've been referring to Mr. Bobo as Mr. Evans.
Sustained.
Have you spoken with Mr. Evans?
I might have said hi to him. I've never had a conversation with him, though.
You ever talk to Mr. Cruz?
Yeah.
Osvaldo Cruz?
Yeah, he's about my age. I've talked with Osvaldo.
What did you talk to Mr. Cruz about?
Same thing mostly, about ball or the weather, or what's going on in the neighborhood.
Did you hear Mr. Evans' testimony that, let me put it this way, you heard Mr. Evans' testimony that you came out of the drugstore just before the robbery, is that right?
I heard his testimony.
Are you saying it was just a coincidence that you were coming out of the store at the same time? At that time?
Thank you, Mrs. O'Brien. I want to look at myself 1,000 times to look for one true image. When Miss O'Brien looked at me after we had won the case, what did she see that caused her to turn away? What did she see? A monster?